Warning: the following game contains scenes which some players may find frightening or disturbing. Dark Fear.
Hey there, people! I'm your friend and neighborhood Let's Player, SpiderMwa. I welcome you to Let's Play Blind Dark Fear. Now, yesterday, I was on my Twitter after the live stream that I always have, and I saw a message that was directed straight to me, a personal, well, not a personal message, but a message on Twitter by the creators of this game, Fear Games. And they asked me if I wanted to do a Let's Play out of their game, Dark Fear. And I was like, sure. And they even said that if I wanted to do a Let's Play video out of it, they would give me the Steam key, because this game is on Steam right now. And I said, sure, why not? I get a free game, and I thought that because it's going to be Friday, it's the Blind Friday, where I try games that I've never played before. And here we are. That's pretty much the story. I got the Steam key, I downloaded the game, and here I am, playing the game. Now, as you can see that I have turned the music off because the content creators, please read here, text says that the Dark Fear's music is owned by a different company and is copyrighted to them. So I have turned the music off just because I don't want to get any copyright strikes on my video. That happens quite a bit. I have gotten copyright strikes on many videos before because of the music, especially with my Outcast playthrough. Many of the videos on Outcast playthrough has gotten copyright strikes on it. Well, not copyright strikes, but, well, pretty much, yeah. That I cannot monetize the videos at all because of the music in it. It's owned by a company. So, here I have turned the music off. I might add my own music to give the more creepy vibe to the game, so it would be more entertaining for you guys, but I know nothing else about this game other than it's a 80s style horror adventure RPG. So I would say the gameplay might go into the style of either Wasteland or Quest for Glory or something like that. I don't know. I just seen screenshots and that's that. So let's get into the game and see what's up. Those who succeed reach for the stars. That's a familiar quote, but I don't know where it's from. Oh, I gotta click on the stars. Hey. Yep. W? Yeah. Awake? Yeah, it's gonna be awake. Or awaken. Very intriguing start. Yay! Achievement unlocked. Your eyes slowly open, only to be greeted with darkness. You feel a little dizzy as the cobwebs in your mind begin to clear. As you regain consciousness, you begin wondering where you are, or even who you are. You reach down and feel a hard wooden surface beneath you. The musty smell of rotting wood suggests you're in a building of some kind. Your eyes attempt to focus on your surroundings as you struggle to see properly. Sure is dark in here, so we got a lantern. You reach out and touch the object to the right. The cold, shiny, smooth surface suggests an object made of glass or porcelain. From its curved shape, you're guessing it's a vase, or even a lamp of some kind. Well, I can clearly tell it's a lantern. You can make out the outline of a large object in front of you. You reach out and touch its rough, cold edges, which feel like rusted metal. You're guessing it to be a box or a container of some kind. You can barely make out the outline of a small object to the left of you. Carefully, you reach out and pick it up. The object feels like a small cardboard box. The mild sulfury aroma, a muffled rattling sound coming from the box suggests it's a match of natural boxes. Yeah, you put them in your pocket. Okay, so we got inventory. Click on an item to examine it. To use an item, drag it outside the inventory without letting go. Items can also be combined. Good to know. It's a standard box of strike anywhere matches. Okay, and boom! You open the box and pull out a match. You feel around until you find the head of the match and strike it against the sandy surface of the side of the box. As it flares up, it illuminates the large glass object, which turns out to be a lamp. You carefully light the lamp.
And let there be light!
The oil lamp slowly flickers, lights up, and illuminates your surroundings to reveal a small, unfamiliar-looking log cabin. Can I open this? It's a large, rusty toolbox. You attempt to open the box, but it's locked shut. The lock itself appears to be rusted pretty badly. It's an old oil lamp, that is glowing brightly and illuminating the entire log cabin. A dusty old sinister-looking portrait of a well-dressed elderly gentleman hangs on the wall. You take a closer look. As you gaze into the piercing eyes of the haunting portrait, you are overcome with a chilling feeling of familiarity. Although you have no idea who it is, you can't shake the feeling that you somehow know him. Alexander, something about this photo feels extremely significant to you. You carefully remove the portrait from the wall and carry it with you.
Is that me?
It's a rusty nail which was holding up the portrait of the elderly gentleman. As the nail doesn't seem to be of much use on the wall anymore, you reach over and carefully pull it out.
Perhaps you can find another use?
Always. It's an adventure game, you know. You can always have use for a nail. I mean, just think of Curse of Monkey Island. You needed to use several nails to nail down a bed. And rope. Sturdy-looking coil of rope hangs from the wall. You pick up the rope and carry it with you. You can barely see anything through the small window besides a few silhouettes of trees against the dark blue night sky. Attempting to open it is useless as it doesn't look like it was designed to be opened. A pair of rusty nails protrude from the walls. They're stuck pretty tight. Try as you may, you cannot pull them out.
Oh, at least I got one nail.
Can I actually use it as a lockpick? But first, it's that rusty old nail that you pulled out off the wall. A coil of rope you found hanging in the log cabin. Despite its age, it still looks pretty strong and sturdy. An old photo of a haunting but familiar looking person. Something about this photo gives you the chills. You slide the rusty nail into the lock and attempt to pick it. Wiggle the head of the nail to break the lock. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah. You successfully pick the toolbox lock. You hear a loud clang as the toolbox lid swings open.
Clang!
You look inside the toolbox and notice it to be completely empty with the exception of an old crowbar and a shiny sewing needle laying at the bottom. Well, it ain't that much empty then. You reach inside and pick up the old crowbar. From its poor condition, it looks like it's on its last legs. You're not sure how much use it could be, but you pocket it anyway.
Well, one use is enough.
You also pick up the sewing needle. It's the old crowbar you found inside the toolbox. From its condition, it looks like it's on its last legs. It's a sharp sewing needle.
Right, maybe I need to sew myself some clothing at some point.
You grab hold of the handle, try opening the door, but it's jammed shut. It seems you're stuck here.
Aha! Not anymore, because I have an old crowbar.
Good idea! You carefully jam the old crowbar between the door and the frame and attempt to force it open. The rusted lock breaks and the old door finally swings open.
Crash, clang.
Unfortunately, you broke your crowbar in the process, and given its condition, you're lucky you managed to get at least one good use out of it.
Well, that's what you said, and I'm happy, because I am out of here.
You step out, and find yourself in a small forest clearing. Your surroundings are unfamiliar, and you still no idea how you got here. You see a badly injured man lying on the ground nearby. He looks like he's been attacked. There's also something here. A small metal container, casually left aside, probably by whoever owns the log cabin. Despite it being full of holes, you'd figure it could come in useful anyway, and decide to pick it up and take it with you. The man notices your presence, slowly looks up, and speaks. "Thank goodness you come. Please help me. I was out hunting and I was attacked by a coyote. He's blocking the way back to the village and won't let me leave this place." You suddenly hear a rustling sound behind you. "Dear God, help us! He's come back! Here, take this and finish him before he kills us both. I have neither the strength nor stamina to swing it." He hands you a small woodcutter's axe. The man's eyes widen as he points behind you. "Look out! Here he comes!" The angry coyote jumps out at you from behind a bush.
Get ready to defend yourself.
Okay. Coyote approaches. Your move. Attack. You get ready to swing your axe at the coyote. Gotcha. You strike with 100% strength. Take 1 damage. Too bad there's no music. Well, but I will add music, of course, for you guys. Makes it more entertaining. Yep.
Dead. Coyote defeated. Battle 1. Yay.
The man looks at you, smiles, and breathes a sigh of relief. And also, looking after yourself, a perfect kill. Yeah, no misses. No misses, no miss, or anything. "Thank you so much for helping me, my friend. You may keep the axe as a token of my gratitude. Here's a little something extra for your trouble." He gives you some gold coins before standing up and slowly limping away. You left a little bit of blood behind. And also there's a very bloody moon up here in the sky. You stand in awe of the blood-red moon hanging in the night sky above. It seems much larger than usual, and the eerie reddish hue sends chills down your spine. Yeah, I noticed that too. It's pretty huge of a moon. It's a small pool of blood on the floor which came from the injured man. There's no way you're touching it. Besides, you've no need for it anyway. Yeah, why would I need a pool of blood? You're still puzzled of how you woke up inside a log cabin with no memories whatsoever. Although you've no idea whose cabin this is, you can only assume it has something to do with the person whose photo you found there. I got lots of amnesia vibes from this. Is there anything else I can look at? That's still the log cabin. It's the whole box here. The hit box. Okay, there's nothing else in here. Exit the map. Next location. Traveling to new location. The style here also gives me vibes of Oregon Trail. Not Oregon Trail, Oregon Trail. The one where you kill zombies. Once you've taken the time to travel to a new location, you'll be able to fast travel there without any problems. Just beware, you may be attacked on your first trip to certain places. So that's where the RPG battle situations come in. So I'm at a village, apparently. And that's the only place I can go. A blacksmith. You greet the hulky man. He briefly looks you over and smiles.
You look greener than grass, stranger. It's not often we get visitors showing up with all that's going on here.
So, what's been happening, man? Who are you?
My name's Olaf. I'm the weapons master and blacksmith here.
Where am I? He pauses and looks at you a little shocked.
You picked a bad time to be lost here, my friend. But for your information, you're in the village of Ravenwood. The only safe place in this cursed land we call Diablo Valley. You're lucky you even made it. Most visitors head back home if they don't end up dead.
End up dead? Why?
That might have something to do with all the deadly animals, ghosts, flesh-eating monsters, and demons who made Diablo Valley their home. It wasn't always like this. This land was a lot safer when I was a little boy. Take my advice, stranger. You're gonna need more than that puny little axe there if you're gonna survive here. I can sell you something better, but my stock is a little limited given my supplier's refusal to deliver here. The trade route that cuts through Nightshade Forest is no longer safe to travel through.
Nightshade Forest?
It's a few miles northwest of here. The main trade route cuts through there, but as of recently, the forest has become unsafe. Now, don't get me wrong, most well-armed folks can handle a few wolves. It's that other thing lurking there, hiding in the trees like some devil which is causing all the trouble. Whatever it is, it's neither human nor animal. I tell you, this land is cursed. Whatever god you believe in or don't believe in, it'll do you no good. Here, we're all in the same boat. You ask me if there is a god? I think he's forsaken us all.
Okay. And apparently that's, oh, options. Okay, I'll check them out soon enough. Upgrade weapon. 30G. Okay. Well, I'm gonna save first. And also like that they have diskettes there. They get props from me for using Commodore 64 diskettes as the saving and loading icons. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so... anything else here but a well? There's a rope tied to the well. The bucket which was attached to the other end appears to be missing. Can I look in here? It's an old well. From the overall smell and condition, you're assuming it's not been used for a long time. Peering down the well, you notice a small dark object floating in the several inches of stagnant water at the bottom. Do I have anything to use as a bucket? Well, there's my answer. Small battered metal container. You can only guess this used to be a cup in its former life until it was peppered with holes and tossed aside. Now it's more like a sieve. Well, sieve or nothing, it still works as a bucket. You attach the metal cup to the end of the rope. You lower the metal cup into the well. Eventually it hits the water with a small splash and sinks.
Splash!
You grab the rope and gently pull the cup out of the well. Well, look, you appear to have caught something. Peering inside the cup, you notice a small dark leather pouch. You carefully open it and discover...
20 gold coins!
Anything else in there? It's a rope attached to a small battered container riddled with holes. Totally useless for drawing water. Besides, judging from the smell, you're guessing the water down there is pretty stagnant. Well, now I can upgrade my weapon to a short sword. A short sword that can be hung from the belt, traditionally used for both hunting and combat. It deals up to 40 damage.
Do you wish to fight? Yes!
Congratulations, you purchased the short sword! Ha 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 ha!
My good man, thank you for your business.
Okay. I can't save here, but I can save here. Okay, I'll save here.
Yay, 5% complete.
It's gonna be a long game, but I think I will leave it here. It's a very exciting start. I like it already. There's the fighting style really is like in Wasteland, if anybody's ever played it or even heard of it. It's very intriguing. I like the style of the art. It's very how should I say it? Well, retro is the word that everybody would use, but I'm trying to compare it to early 80s graphic adventure games with the crude 8-bit graphics, you know. It looks like it's pretty much hand-drawn on original, like Commodore 64's Paint or something like that, Paint programs. And the characters are more detailed, which is an interesting contrast. Goddamn burp, stop it. Interesting contrast to the background art. But I like it. It's very stylish. And it's very intriguing of a game, and I want to play more, so I'm coming back to this next Friday. I really want to see how this goes, because I really, as you can tell, it's easy to tell, I have not gotten into anything yet. And I'm not a good speaker. Give me a moment here. So, I'm coming back to this on Friday. I want to see how the horror plays into this game. I want to see more of it. So I'm coming back to Friday, so hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a good evening, good afternoon, and a good morning, and I will see you all next time. Take care, people. Bye.
Bye to you too, Mr. Blacksmith Man.